Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel, my loverlies. If you've never been here before, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I'm so happy you found me. I do so hope that you will like and subscribe before you leave. Become part of the mama family. Mama's got your back, at least where makeup's concerned, and definitely when that makeup is cheap. Today we're just going to be talking about all things Christmas, all things that make me smile during the holiday season, some things that stress me out. I am assuming the things that stress me probably stress you too, and I figured maybe we could stress together, share the stress, if you will. We're going to be doing this super, super cute, incredibly easy holiday grunge glam kind of look. I'm very, very into it. We're going to use the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette. Guys, this thing is so nice. I love Beauty Bay palettes anyway. You guys know I just cannot get enough of their formulas. But this palette in particular wasn't my favorite when I first got it, but it does seem to be that one that I go to when I want something grungy. It's like a perfect grunge palette. It is so, so good. So we're going to use some deep cranberries, a little bit of green, and some shimmer to really bring it all together. It's going to be very cute, very, very simple, and very easy. But is anybody else feeling like the crunch this year? I know that I have spoken about the crunch already, and it just seems like this year is just like, it just seems like this year is getting to me. I'm not sure why. I think part of it has to do with the fact that Mr. Hubby is working and like I don't leave the house. So I really haven't had time to go shopping and stuff like that. Oh. And then I went shopping yesterday. We went to Walmart. And it is a very special occasion when I get to go to Walmart because it happens maybe once a month. So when I go, not only did I have to try to get some Christmas shopping done with Sean there, because we went and got our hair done yesterday. If you guys don't follow me on Facebook, you definitely need to go do that. I posted the absolute cutest pictures of us getting our hair done yesterday. I go and get my hair done every 6 months, just because it's expensive. Though my lady at my salon, she always cuts me such a good discount. I love her. I am so grateful for her. But I was getting my hair done yesterday, and Sean's hair was getting a little rough. We had dyed it this really bright, vivid red, and it had faded to this like horrible maroon color. It didn't look good. It was really, really dark. When his hair grows, it like grows out. Like he's got super thick curly hair like I do, and it's super short. It's short. So when it grows out, it just like grows like into a little football helmet. Anyway, we got that taken care of yesterday. And he ended up getting his hair cut and bleached. I love her so much. Holly, she's the one that does my hair. She put foils in his hair and everything. We were there for 3 hours yesterday. Poor Mr. Hubby had to sit in the car and just wait on us the whole time. I felt so bad. But she did both of our hair. She cut me such a good deal. But we had fun, but I posted pictures of that. So if you guys want to go see what his hair looks like now, definitely go do that. It looks so, so good. She gave his hair like a bleach bath, and then foiled the top of it, so it just looks so good. She couldn't get all of the red out of it, but somehow she managed to make it look like there's fire on top of his head. It looks so, so good. He is super, super happy about it. Anyway, I went to Walmart yesterday and I was trying to get my monthly supply run done, on top of trying to get a little bit of Christmas shopping done, which was hard to do because Sean was there, and you know kids, they're so, so nosy. So it wasn't like I could even hide anything. So I got zero Christmas shopping done yesterday, which was super, super stressful. Y'all, I don't even have my tree up yet. It's just been an absolute kerfuffle. It has been an absolute kerfuffle here recently. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong or why everything is just not happening the way that it's supposed to this year. But I went on Amazon.com. I was trying to go on Walmart.com and see if I could get a little bit of some kind of Christmas shopping done. And Walmart, the shipping wouldn't be here before Christmas. So I was like, So I go into panic mode, right? And then I went on Amazon. And you know, as horrible as Amazon is, and I know that there is so much controversy surrounding Amazon, I tell you what, this year I am thankful for Amazon because I was able to find quite a bit of what I needed on Amazon. I mean, for not terrible, terrible prices, but I still ended up spending $300 and only got like a couple things. So half of the Christmas budget is gone, but I got everything like that Sean really, really wanted. I decided not to get him the computer this year because I listened to the advice that my mamas gave me. I had a couple people comment and just be like, you know, if tough love is okay, and you know, you got to do what you got to do. And I quite honestly just didn't feel like he deserved the computer this year. He's been really, really, he's just been rough. He's been rough this year. And on top of that, I just don't have it this year. I just don't have it to give this year. So I went and got him a couple of, I don't know if he can hear me or not, but I got him a couple of good things, things that he had really been asking for. And then I got Mr. Hubby a USC Trojans hoodie. My husband is such a clothing slore. I tell you now, he like hoodies and jackets, and my husband loves to dress. He loves to dress well, and he has got an insane hoodie addiction. So I found a really, really awesome, and the Trojans are his favorite college football team. So I found him a really awesome Trojans gold and red hoodie. It looks so, so good. And it was on sale for like 30 bucks. So I was like, yes, let's do that. And then hopefully Mr. Hubby is going to be able to take me back to Walmart tomorrow because I still, oh, and then I found a couple of pairs of these super cute red flannel pajama bottoms. And they were like 14 bucks a piece, which is still kind of expensive, but probably about the same price I would have paid at Walmart or something like that. So I picked those up as well, and hopefully those should be here around the 19th. So I'm still cutting it super, super close, but hopefully I'll be able to get everything, you know, like shipped and wrapped and under the tree by the time Christmas rolls around. It just feels like, and usually I'm not one to procrastinate and things like that. I really, really dislike trying to rush around and get things done. It's like the worst feeling in the world for me. I very, very much like to be prepared and like ready for the storm, as it were. And this year, I just feel like I'm not. So hopefully all that stuff will get here in time for me to get it under the tree. And then Mr. Hubby's going to take me back to Walmart tomorrow. And I'm going to try to see if I can get a little bit more of my Christmas shopping done. But I've just kind of come to the terms that this year we're just not doing a big Christmas. We're just not doing a big Christmas. And you know, the thing about it is I went to Walmart yesterday. And on top of going to Walmart, I stopped in at Burke's. I found a lot of really, really fun stuff that we'll be doing next week for New Makeup Monday. Cannot wait. It's going to be a good one. But I also picked up like new blankets. My son loves blankets. You know, those really fuzzy, fluffy, fleecy kind of blankets, the ones that are super, super soft and cuddly. Both my son and my husband absolutely adore those. And I have about 1 million of them on the couch. But you know, everybody's always in love with a new blanket, right? It's fresh, it's newly fluffy, it's been unsullied by whatever, you know. So I picked him up a couple of new blankets, and I got Sean a pair of shoes yesterday. I tell you what, do any of y'all have this problem with your babies that they just don't want to tie their shoes? It is the weirdest thing. My son's not lazy. Well, he's kind of lazy, but he just doesn't tie his shoes. He just doesn't care. He'll just walk. He will literally walk on his shoelaces until they disintegrate, and then they fall through the holes in his shoes because he can't tie them anymore. Anyway, so I don't know why it took me so long to just kind of realize that maybe you should buy him shoes that he doesn't have to tie. So while I was in Walmart yesterday, Mr. Hubby took Sean over to Burlington to get a new pair of shoes, and he ended up getting a pair of Skechers. And the great thing about Skechers is most of them you don't have to tie. They're like slip-on shoes, and he loves them. So that was another 60 bucks. And you know, a lot of that is like stuff that I would have bought and wrapped and put under the tree. But for some reason, this year, he needs it now, right? His shoes, he had a pair of Under Armour shoes before, and literally they were just falling apart. He had walked the laces till they were like little shredded. They were literally shredded, and he couldn't tie his shoes. He was walking around and his shoes would fly off, so we had to get him the shoes, and he has to wear them now because he's got to have something to put on his feet, you know what I mean? So all of that is stuff that, like I said, I would usually buy and put underneath the Christmas tree, but it just seems like the need this year is so much greater than it usually is. And it just seems like everything is conspiring against me. So I'm just gonna wash my hands of it. I'm gonna get everybody the couple things that they really want. Once they get here, I'm gonna wrap them. I'm gonna put them under the tree. I'm gonna make sure I do Sean's stocking. Does anybody know where to get good slime? I'm searching for good slime, and I know that I follow a couple of people on TikTok and things like that that do slime and make their own slime, but trying to place an order with them is like insanely difficult, on top of the fact that they're almost always sold out. So I found a couple of tubes, containers of slime on Amazon, and hopefully they're good. It's just with Amazon, you just never know. Stuff is either really good or it's really bad. So I'm hoping it's actually good slime. We shall see. But Sean really loves slime. And I put slime in his stocking every single year. So I got him some, it's like strawberry shortcake scented like jelly slime. I think he's gonna have a ball with it. I'm super excited. I'm hoping that I can get the rest of like my stocking stuffers and stuff like that at Walmart tomorrow. And hopefully I can make this my last Walmart trip of the Christmas season. Because it's not like I can just like get in the car and just go to Walmart. Like when I go to Walmart, it is literally an all-day affair, because it's like an hour and a half one way just to get there, and then the time that you need to shop, and then, you know, the hour and a half drive back. And by the time you're home, the day is over. It's dark outside. It's time to cook dinner, and I have no time to do everything else that I'm supposed to be doing. It's like a mad dash. I am going to be so happy once Christmas is finally over and I can sit back and just relax and breathe for just a minute. I just cannot even tell you. You probably know exactly how I feel. But it's just absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. But I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of my very favorite, like, good things about Christmas, right? Because it's super easy to get caught up in the rushing around and, you know, getting the presents and this and that and the other thing, making, you know, all the stress of making sure that everybody has a great Christmas and, you know, has a Christmas period, I guess, which is what I'm struggling with this year. But I wanted to talk to you guys about like some of the things that make me smile and kind of make all of the stress worth it, and particularly Christmas movies. Now, I don't know about you guys, but usually probably about the week of Christmas, we sit down and we watch a Christmas movie every single night. And there are a couple that we watch every single year. So I just wanted to talk about maybe a couple of my favorite Christmas movies, and then you guys can let me know in the comments below what your favorite Christmas movies are, or if our favorite movies overlap at all. I would love to know that. But they're not like ranked in any way, but here are a couple of my very favorite Christmas movies. And some of them are pretty obscure. A couple of them are from my childhood. So I'm curious if you guys watched the same movies I did growing up or not. So the first one is Jingle All the Way. And I don't know if you guys know this movie or not, but this one was like one of my absolute favorite Christmas movies of all time. It had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and he was basically this like overworked dad, right? Never spent time with his kid. And I just remember watching that movie, and he had the absolute hardest time. His one job for Christmas was making sure he picked up this one like superhero toy for his son, and his wife had asked him a million times and he had forgotten. So Christmas Eve rolls around, and it's supposed to be under the tree. He forgot the toy again, and his son's going to be heartbroken Christmas morning because it's the only thing he asked for. So then he embarks on this big giant journey to go find this toy, and it's a really, really fun movie. It's hilarious. I just love it. When I think of Christmas movies, it's one of the very first that pops into my brain. It makes me smile and laugh and just all the feels, all the Christmas feels that movie gives me. I just love it so, so much. So I can't wait to watch that one this year. I also really, really love The Family Stone. Now, this one is very different. It is like the polar opposite of Jingle All the Way. The Family Stone is definitely more of a tearjerker for sure. And I'm not like a big sappy kind of person. I really prefer to laugh rather than cry. But this movie, I tell you what, it's just got the perfect mix of happy and sad and heartwarming and, kind of edge of your seat. Ooh, I don't like her kind of vibes. I love it so, so much. On top of that, it's got some of my very, very favorite actresses in it. It's got Rachel McAdams in it. It's got, what is her name? I love her. Diane Keaton. I love her. Diane Keaton is just like, I love her so, so much. And it's just got like a star-studded cast in it. I think it's got Claire Danes in it as well. Sarah Jessica Parker is in it. It is just a really, really, really good movie. This guy is bringing his girlfriend home and is going to propose to her at Christmas. The family doesn't like her, and just a big, long kerfuffle. You find out that the mom is really, really sick, and it's probably her last Christmas. It is the biggest tearjerker, but it kind of helps you to realize how important family is and how important it is to be understanding and to accept people's choices. I don't know. It's a really, really fantastic movie. It makes me cry literally every single time I watch it. And every single time I watch it, it's just like, it just gets better and better. And it's one of those movies that just ages so well. It's like the older I get and the more I understand like the importance of family and togetherness and time in general, it just gets better. So if you haven't seen that movie, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You should definitely go check it out. I love it so, so very much. The next one is, of course, The Santa Claus. Now, this one was a big one, especially while I was growing up. This was like my very, very favorite Christmas movie. I know my mom, she had this movie on VHS back when VHSs were still a thing. I'm that old. But we used to watch it on like repeat during the Christmas season. One of my very, very favorite Christmases. Probably my favorite Christmas movie of all time. The Santa Claus. It just was so good. And I loved Tim Allen anyway. I thought he was I grew up watching him on Home Improvement and, stuff like that. I just loved him so, so much. And he has that kind of comedic gift where he's like, can be very earnest and very sincere, but still funny. It's just so, so good. And I think that role, he just shined so, so brightly in that role. I know you've probably seen that movie. It's a super, super popular one, but I found out that they made a series of it. Like they turned the movie into a series this year, and I haven't watched it. I don't believe I have the platform that they released it on, which makes me really, really sad. But if you have seen it, I would love to hear what you think about it. Like if you enjoyed it or not, if it kind of matched up to the movies at all. Because it's, again, one of those movies that I watch every single year, even to this day. Look how pretty that is. It's literally just two colors all over the lid, and then we're going to go in with a little bit of shimmer to kind of marry everything together, and it's super grungy and kind of done, undone. Oh, it's so, so pretty. That's what she looks like so far. Where was I? Anyway, so The Santa Claus, a really, really fantastic one. And then we have Home Alone. Everybody loves Home Alone. One of like the quintessential Christmas movies. I don't even have to tell you about it. I know you've probably seen it 1,000,001 times, but all of the Home Alone movies are so fantastic. They are my husband's very, very favorite Christmas movies. of all time. There is not a year that goes by that we don't watch Home Alone 1, 2, and 3 all the way through from start to finish every single year. It's got to happen. Usually we make a whole bunch of popcorn, get a whole bunch of goobers, you know, those chocolate covered peanuts. My husband loves goobers and popcorn together. They're really good though. Anyway, we get popcorn and goobers and we sit in front of the TV and we just binge all the Home Alones. It's like a family tradition and it is so it's magical. It really, really is. Then you have, of course, oh, Last Christmas. This is a new one, but this is one that I was like, it's another tearjerker. It has Emily, what is her name? She was Daenerys from Game of Thrones. I forget, Emilia Clarke. I believe that's her name, but I love her to pieces. I think she's just about the cutest thing ever. But she's in this movie and she plays the cutest, most quirky, as she usually does. But it's just such a good movie. And it's a love story, but it's like, it kind of is. Anyway, I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, because I feel like it's probably not as well known as some of the other ones that I'm talking about today. But if you haven't seen it and you enjoy very sappy, kind of heartwarming, tearjerker Christmas movies, it is the one for you. The Family Stone and Last Christmas are like my very favorite, like break my heart, but in a good way, Christmas movies ever. They're so, so good. I also, of course, really, really love Elf. I think that movie is fantastic. I don't know. It's a classic by now, right? I don't know how long it's been out for, but I feel like it came out when I was a kid. But there's something about Will Ferrell in that role. It is so out there, but it just is, again, so endearing. He comes across so earnest and sincere, but still so incredibly childlike and funny at the same time. I just absolutely adore that movie, and I do think at this point it is a legitimate Christmas classic. Like, you can't, it's not the holiday season without watching that movie. So yes, Elf is a big, big one. And then another one of my husband's very, very favorites is The Little Drummer Boy. And he cries every single time he watches that movie. I do too. It's pretty much a tearjerker, but it is such a good movie. It is such an old one too. And I'm talking about like the original Little Drummer Boy with like the, what do they call that? Stop action, or it's like the little clay models. Anyway, it is so, so good. It's so, so sad. And then also on top of that, it is a Bible story. So you are incorporating not only entertainment, but also like the reason for the season, right? Which is our you know, Jesus's birthday. So I just think it is a really fantastic movie to watch, because it kind of tells you the story. And my son used to love it when he was little. We used to watch that movie every single year, and Sean would be so into it. He would love it so much. Look how pretty that shimmer is. I am telling you, the Beauty Bay shimmers are absolutely complete and total fire. But you see how that little bit of shimmer, just right there in the center, really brings the whole look together. Besides the fact that purple and green are really, really difficult to blend into each other. So by using this little bit of shimmer right there in the center, you're kind of bridging that gap and making the purple and the green work together without having to worry about them getting all muddy and gross, because you're basically just kind of hiding that line just a little bit. But then that done undone quality gives you that really beautiful kind of grungy glam look. That is so, so pretty. And I wanted to do another holiday look, but I didn't want to do like, you know, just like Christmas trees and candy canes. I wanted to do something just a little bit different. And I really feel like this hits the nail on the head. So, so pretty. I love it. And I love those two colors together. You can tell it's holiday glam, but it's not like primary red and green. They're just so, so pretty together. I'm going to go into a little bit more of that green. And then also, I would love to know, what do you guys eat for Christmas dinner? Because I know around Thanksgiving, we eat so much turkey that it's like by the time turkey or Christmas comes around, we don't want anything to do with No turkey. We don't want anything to do with turkey. So growing up, my family are Italian. My dad's Italian. So my dad would always make like a big pot of pasta sauce. And we would have like manicotti or lasagna or spaghetti and meatballs. We would have something like that for Christmas dinner. But because I'm a female and wasn't born with male genitalia, I was not allowed to learn how to make the sauce. So I don't do that with my family. That's not our tradition. So usually what I'll do is I'll get a beef tenderloin and make beef tenderloin with creamed potatoes and asparagus. And we'll just have like a really elevated kind of steak dinner for Christmas. So I don't, that's probably what we'll end up doing this year as well. We don't eat filet mignon or anything like that very often because it is so expensive. But a lot of times there is a sale going on at my local butcher shop. So I can pick up a really, really beautiful piece of Chateaubriand and like just, oh, it's like, it melts in your mouth. It is so incredibly delicious. And then I make a pan gravy to go over top of it, and it's just absolutely fire. But I would love to know what you guys eat for Christmas dinner. Do you guys just go with like straight up turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy? Or are you guys like me and so over turkey by the time Christmas rolls around that you eat something different? I wonder if like, I wonder what normal people eat for Christmas dinner. I know over in like the UK, I think they eat goose. Am I wrong? If you guys know the truth of that, please let me know. But I'm pulling that not from any real fact that could possibly be true. From A Christmas Carol. I remember on that movie that they always eat goose, like a Christmas goose. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if people really eat goose. I wonder what goose tastes like. Does it taste like duck? I wonder. Oh, also, I'm using a new eyeliner today. These are the new Maybeline Tattoo Gel Liners. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what I was expecting from these. I love the Maybelline liners in the first place. But I don't know. I wasn't expecting these to be super pigmented or anything like that. But this is actually so good. This is in the shade Green Lime Smash. Yeah, Lime Smash, and it is so pretty. So pigmented. It's nice and creamy as well. It goes on the eye just about effortlessly. I really, really like it. I like it. I still like my, I definitely like the green one better than I like the LA Colors ones. But it's the only one that I've used so far. So, holding final judgment until then. But I think it's really, really pretty. So what do we think of the eye look? Are you guys rushing around this year and feeling super lost like me? Or is it just a me thing? Because it's quite possible that it is just a me thing. I'm just losing my mind this year and have no idea what I'm doing. And that's totally okay too. But if you guys are just like kind of out of it this year too, I would love to know. Not that like maybe you can share in my pain a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm hoping and praying that when I go to Walmart tomorrow, I will be able to find everything that I need so I can just be done and not have to worry about it anymore. Because I tell you what, I love Christmas and I love giving and all of that good stuff. But like everything leading up until Christmas is always such an absolute pain in the hiney. I always feel like I'm running around and just so super stressed until like Christmas Eve, trying to make sure that I've got everything done. Trying to make sure that everybody's Christmas is going to be like perfect. I don't know. Look how pretty this eye look is though. Does it look Christmassy? I wanted it to be Christmassy, but not like generic Christmassy. You know what I mean? Like I love generic Christmassy looks too. I was just going for something a little bit different this time. But that's basically it. I'm going to add a little bit of mascara. I'm going to finish off my face because I am so red today. And I will, of course, be posting finished pictures over on Instagram and Facebook. If you guys are not following me on all my other platforms, definitely go do that. I post fun content every single day, and if you're following me everywhere, you don't have to worry about missing a single moment of it. As always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. It's just me sitting in front of my camera, playing with some makeup, talking about Christmas, hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. I will, of course, post everything that I used in today's video in the description box below, along with the links to all my other socials. You guys know the drill. I hope that you will give this video a big old thumbs up before you leave. I hope that your Christmas planning, your Christmas preparations are going beautifully. I hope that you guys are not stressing at all. Please remember to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and when you're ordering everybody else presents, make sure you get something for yourself too, because please don't forget how very special and how very important you are. I love you so very much, and until next time, bye.